Hi there. For those who listened to my reading of poem 7 for Yeshua, you would know the context for this blog post reading. This is my post from the 22nd of October 2022, and it's called Our Search for Meaning, Human versus the Golden Ticket. Much has been said about Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, published in 1964, and its colonial and by extension racist and classist roots. Like others of his time and place who wrote on their experience of life, it is not surprising that he normalized the subjugation of the world of color. As a child, he was being exploited himself by corporate enterprise and lured into the world of sugar and all manner of sweet things as reward for his being a good boy. The false promise of a fleeting pleasure, the neglected child pacified and drunk on the sweetness of a chocolate bar or some candy or another, parents and all conscripted to this mind-numbing enterprise, numb to the foundation of the industry, numb to themselves, numb to whatever darkness lurks within. For me, at the heart of Dahl's story is the significance of the acquisition of the golden ticket. The concept has been adopted into mainstream Western discourse and beyond. Particularly embedded in the world of finance and economic enterprise, it represents the finding of something that promises access to wealth and power. It validates individual superiority. It's the ultimate win. In the story, Willy Wonka places 5 golden tickets into his chocolate bar packaging, which are distributed globally. There is a worldwide fever to find it. For the children who get one, they are giving access to Willy Wonka's huge chocolate factory. From inside that mysterious and magical world, who knows what could unfold? The golden ticket promised so much. Just the idea of it, sitting in the mind and belly of a child, infinite delicious comforts and possibilities. Most of all, it gave meaning to life, something to aspire to, something that could validate one's life. The truth is, sweetness is short lived. It offers little beyond the pacifying of a despairing heart and mind. The Atlantic slave trade, the sugarcane plantation, and the colonial sugar industry have been written about extensively from every possible perspective. They have provided an entry point for discussing much about the human psyche and its complexities. The exploration of humanity's othering of itself and nature in the name of material pursuits. The most important analysis, I think, is related to the search for meaning. Open quote. Our now immensely large scale systemic injustices, as extended across the planet, are all themselves as law likely and correlatedly indispensable to the institutionalization of our now purely secular and therefore Western and westernized liberal, neoliberal man's Homo economicus's biocosmogonically chartering origin narrative. Sylvia Wynter, 2015. My favorite, in my opinion, the most profound work of Sylvia Wynter is unsettling the coloniality of being, power, truth, freedom towards the human after man, its overrepresentation, an argument. In this work, she discusses European colonial enterprise as redefining what it means to be human, the separation of man and human, and the subjugation of the latter. Winter observes that the colonial concept of human is equated with a primitive, unbridled, dark earth, needing to be tamed and to be made godly. The colonial economic enterprise is linked to religious doctrine and a morality based on the dominion of man. Man is conceptualized as white and therefore pure, with those of earthen tones being too closely linked to the uncivilized earth to be worthy of such a title. They are categorized as lower animals, alongside the rest of life on this so judged primitive planet. Man conquered the human. He conquered the earth and all that lies therein. Man also conquered woman. Who are we? As a mixed race Caribbean woman, I am all too familiar with the nuances of identity and class politics, including the intricacies of this among people of color ourselves. Caribbean peoples have been in an endless pursuit of a clear sense of identity and meaning, a sense of purpose as people. What do we aspire to? Like the rest of the world, we sow division amongst ourselves according to skin and power, unless we are focusing on our collective colonial past. Although, even then, there are competing victimhoods for the title of who were the most oppressed. We have not taken stock of our circumstances beyond our global geopolitical and economic standing. The world as we know it is still organized according to colonial enterprise, which was always a corporate one. Who are we beyond our relationship to man? Who do we want to become outside of prescribed prepackaged systems and constructs? Generally, Caribbean identities pivot on our interpretations of our past vis-a-vis our colonial history. Therefore, we strive to meet man's prescribed ideals of success, advancement, development, and intelligence. Surrounding us all the time is man's ideal of the golden ticket, that one opportunity or idea, the chance waiting for us to have the power of money and the comforts of it. Most of all, the chance to be validated as man. It requires our full participation in man's plans, of course, man's world, man's dominion, the ideals that give man meaning. Access to meaning is perhaps our most pronounced deprivation. Who determines what we aspire to? What gives us purpose? What else could unite us save our colonial past, given the range of our diversity? Of course, I could never answer this in a way that would satisfy someone who cannot embrace being human. That is, human for itself, not categorized according to skin, culture, power, or biology. We cannot find our meaning because we still want to be man. Man sows division, man conquers, man has dominion, man succeeds. On the other hand, human is woven into the fabric of the planet. Human resides in the ecological intelligence of the earth. Human is Gaia. Human is emergent, unpredictable, untamed, connected, harmonized with the pulse of a creative process that man could never understand or conquer. What then of meaning? Human is the meaning. If you want to find meaning, find your humanity. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my blog, buy my books, and take very good care.